bedtime story for our daughters that were 4 and 6. And I know it's kind of an Addams Family thing to tell the story of witches that suck the lives out of children when you're tucking them into bed. But that's how it began.
That's right.
And Disney bought it.
It's important. It's important. Laura?
I came to it, well, I was a contract Disney kid, so, but put that all aside, I first read the script as a 10-year-old girl and was totally enchanted by the idea of 3 women being the stars of their very own film and portraying bad girls, which even then my 10-year-old head really thought was pretty cool. And I was a sassy kid, and the sassy character that was Danny spoke to me, so I was so thrilled to be asked to be a part of the filmmaking process. And here we are today.
John, I believe you have some Disney blood in your family going back, right?
I've got a little Disney blood in there. My dad worked for Disney for, I don't know, 42 years or something like that. And so I came to this thing in a roundabout way. Somebody, a very, very famous guy named James Horner, who we all know of, was going to do this movie, and God bless you, James. And he had to leave for unspecified reason, I think a scheduling thing. And lo and behold, I got a call one day from Disney, took a meeting, and I had known my friend and cohort and somebody I love more than life, Mr. David Kirshner. We worked together at the Hanna-Barbera, so we knew each other, and he invited me to the party, and that's what happened. 2 weeks to write all the music.
2 weeks and now 25 years later, right? It's,
2 weeks and 25 years later, yeah.
So this had to have been an absolutely magical movie to work on. So for each of you, what are your favorite memories from the production of this film?
For me, the magic was walking onto the largest sound stage at Disney and seeing the witch's house and the graveyard being built. And it had me in tears. I mean, just the idea that started as something, as the written word, that then became some of my drawings, that then took flight with people that are much more talented than I into something that was so dimensional. And it was so exciting to see that set. It took my breath away.
It's real movie magic. Movie magic at its finest. Laura, how about you?
Absolutely. The set particularly was a huge plus for me and something I'll definitely never forget. But also one thing that really sticks with me after all this time was, as a 10-year-old girl, I sort of got an education about American history and the way that we've treated women in this country through the Salem witch trials at a very young age, and we got to shoot some of the film in Salem during the fall, which was incredibly gorgeous. So it was a lot of these influences, like folklore, married to just one of the most incredible times I've had on a film set as a young actor, that really keeps this film very special in my heart after all this time. So thank you guys for sticking with us for all this time and continuing to be fans. Thank you.
There are no words. First time we were recording at night because it was this crazy panic to get the film done, to get the music written. And so we record in the middle of the night. We'd start at 9 o'clock and we'd go like into the wee hours of the night. And the first time I heard this orchestra of the superstars in LA, it was a 90-piece orchestra, and I think the very first piece of music that I heard, I started to cry because it was so beautiful and so powerful. And I knew we had something special right at that moment, with the first strains of whatever it was we were playing, whatever the first piece was.
I do want to say one more time, John said it, but I'm not sure everybody got it. John wrote this iconic score that's been around for 25 years, that people, you can just feel the audience rise when you begin to hear his overture. He wrote that in 2 weeks, and that is, I mean, usually a composer of John's ilk, it takes 6 months for something like that to happen.
His composing is another character in and of itself for the film, and when you hear it, like David said, it's just like, oh, there's Hocus Pocus, there's the music, there it is.
And movies are always the sum of its parts, so the writing, the acting, the score, all coming together. With this film, it's really taken on a life of its own, right? I mean, the legacy of this movie is just phenomenal. I mean, look at how many people are here tonight, right? So what do you all hope maybe the legacy of for this film is for the next 25 years?
And for me, it seems to touch something in kids that is spooky and fun, but for adults, it makes us kids again. And I don't think any of us understood that. I didn't when I created it for our daughters, but when all of these really talented people came together, there was just an absolute love of Halloween, and that, I think, is what has made this last for 25 years, and I think beyond.
Here's what I can say. From my perspective, where's Halloween going? Is it going anywhere? No. Is Hocus Pocus tied to Halloween? Yes! That's what I'm talking about. That's the longevity.
Annual classic, right?
It's the most beloved Halloween movie of all time. Let's just say. Thanks to you. Thanks to you.
Well, I understand there maybe is another little treat, right? Maybe some score or something?
Well, I talked to David and I said, you know, we can't let the 25th anniversary of this great film, due to your love, we can't let it go without doing something. So we put a couple things together tonight, maybe a couple surprises, but nonetheless, I'd like to introduce, for the first time ever, the Nostalgic Nebula String Quartet playing the medley from Hocus Pocus. I hope you enjoy it.
All right.